Alrighty, good afternoon. Getting a couple minutes late here on the game. We're facing off against the Thunder. Starting up front, we've got Stanton, Brendan, and Brady going for a change now. Back on defense, Cooper and Jax. Luka with the puck all the way up, gets the shot, picks off that right corner to score the first goal of the game at 11:03. And he's got Garrett and Jace up front with him. Caius and Finn out on defense. And Brayton back in net. Luka on the draw. Back to Finn. Finn looking for Luka in the middle of the ice. Slips by Luka, picked up by the Thunder. Jace able to pick it up on the boards. A little back and forth there. Luka picks it up. Finds Garrett. Garrett trying to slip one through the 5-hole there. But that stopped short of the goal line. We got Deegan, Blake, and Owen coming out. Owen on the draw. Caius sends it over to Finn. Finn's going to skate it in. Slipping past one. His shot soars over on this side. Caius gets the keep, sends it back down. And the Thunder bring it back in. Sorry, I just was watching, totally zoned in. Jax with the puck now, sends it up to Brady. Brady's going to skate in, tries to slip by the defense there. Battles for the puck in the corner, gets it over to Brendan. Brendan's shot wide left. And Stanton trying to keep that one in, sends it up to Brendan. Brendan continues battling for it. Thunder going to try the other side of the ice. Brady knocking that one back. Good forecheck they've got going on here. Thunder able to break past the blue line into neutral ice. Slipping all the way up to Cooper and Jax. The drop pass, the shot, wide left. Going to find itself all the way to that far wall where Luka's going to chip that into the neutral zone. As Jace comes out, along with Garrett. Finn slipping up this near side. And Garrett picks up the loose puck. He sends it over to Finn. Blake chips that up to Owen. Owen sends it over here to the wall. The pass in the crease, covered up by Brayton. Owen on the draw. Cooper picks it up in the corner. He sends it over to Owen. Blake able to get a hold of it, sends it up the far wall. Thunder slipping by the Oilers all the way down. Cooper clears that out of the crease. Drops, still battling for it. Thunder get it back, not for long. Brady picking it up, Thunder back. Into neutral ice now. And Deegan comes away with it. Caius and Finn back on defense as the Thunder turn the tables. Brendan, Stanton, and Brady out front. Caius picking up that loose puck. He's got Stanton going up with him. Stanton now behind the net, feeds it over to Brendan. Brendan back to Stanton, back to Brendan. Got Luca open right there. Luca's shot off the crossbar. Nice passing there from the kiddos. Caius with a good keep there as he goes for a change. And Cooper comes out to join Jax on defense. And the Thunder work it into neutral ice and all the way down to the Oilers zone. Luca's able to send that one past the blue line, forcing the regroup from the Thunder. They re-enter the zone. Cooper with a nice little stick there. Picks that one up. He's got a lot of room to work. And he's going to work it all the way up the middle of the ice, down to the corner, looking back for some help from Luca. He's trying to get it to Luca. Luca's covered up by black jerseys, but he comes away with it. Has Garrett on the backside. Garrett couldn't get a stick on the shot, but passes it back over. Puck slips out front, where Cooper's going to pick that one up. Sends it back down to Luca. Luca slipping out with the puck again. Finds Garrett out in front. Garrett's shot kicked into the corner by the goalie. Picked up by the Thunder. Sent out past the blue line to Finn. And then Luca able to pick up that puck after the defensive effort from the Thunder. Drops off to Jace. Jace over to Garrett. Garrett sending it down past Luca over to Jace. Back to Luca. Luca trying to slip around there. Thunder stop that one and turn it down the other way. Owen's out for Luca now. Caius on the defense, back behind the net. Loose puck out. Jace able to slow it down, gets it over to Owen. I guess knocked back to Jax. Over to Caius, back to Jax. Got Deegan and Blake out now. And Jax gets past the red line and dumps that one. Owen able to come away with that one in the corner. He's got Blake and Deegan right there in the line with him. He's going to dump that one, and Deegan's going to get after it, sends it back to Cooper. Cooper's slipping up. Cooper losing it right there at the top of that circle, and the Thunder send it all the way over to Finn. Brendan comes out for Blake as Finn gets taken down there in the corner. Thunder picking up that puck. And that should be an ice. Brendan, Brady, and Stanton up front. Caius and Finn back on defense. Brady on the draw. It's sent in the corner where the Thunder will pick it up, try to work it up this near side. Then battling down past the goal line, comes away with it to Brendan. Brendan trying to chip that one into neutral ice, gets sent back down. Brayton with the save into the corner. Caius now working that corner, trying to break that out. Stanton able to send that one, and now Brady's streaking up this near side. He's got B. Oh, the pass was a little behind B. Coop with the keep. Sends it back down to Brendan. Brendan back up to Stanton. Stanton looking for Brendan again. Jax causing that turnover there, and he gets up to Stanton. Stanton misses on the shot. 1:23 left here in the first period. Out to Luke out in front, who slips it down, and that gets covered up at 1:15. Got Luca, Garrett, and Jace out front. Jax and Cooper back on defense. Lucas sends that over to Garrett. Garrett looking for Jax, but found some open ice there. Jax picks it up in the Oilers zone. He's going to break out of the zone, sends it over to Garrett. Garrett's got Luca working up the ice, drops it off for Cooper though, and that gets knocked back into the neutral zone. Cooper going to skate it in. That gets poked by the Thunder. Centering pass for the Thunder, knocked out by Jace. Shot knocked down by Brayton, picked up by Caius. Working up this near side. Caius slipping by. Feeds it over to Blake. Gets knocked back to Owen, but Owen's able to keep it in. Up to Deegan. Deegan slipping by. Shot gets deflected out, and that's the end of the first period. It's 1-0 Oilers. Starting the second, we got Owen in the middle, Blake and Deegan on each side, Jackson, Cooper back on defense. Thunder offsides. Owen sends it back to Jax, who sends it over to Coop. Up to Deegan, that slips past Deegan all the way down to the Thunder goalie, who gets it covered up. Owen again on the draw. Sends it back to Coop. Coop just able to keep that one in. He sends it down to Deegan. Deegan sends it to the wall on this side. Jack sends it up to Owen. Owen trying to work through a couple Thunder players. Gets picked off by the Thunder and they break it out. Jack's with it now. And Blake able to pick up the loose puck. He sends it into the Thunder zone. We've got Brady in the middle, Stanton and Brendan on each side, Caius and Finn back on defense. Gets sent back to Caius. Caius trying to get it up to Brady. Slips out to neutral ice. And the Thunder skated all the way up, shots wide left. Caius sends it up to Stanton. Stanton able to corral that one and send it over to Brendan. Picked back up by the Thunder, sent back in. Caius try to work this one out again. Sends it out to Stanton. Stanton's pass goes off the skates of the Thunder, and they regain possession. And the shot and the score. They're at 9:41 to tie things up. Luca, Jason, Garrett out front. Cooper and Jax back on defense. Jax up to Jace. Jace over to Coop. Thunder send it out to Jax in the middle of the neutral ice. Up to Jace. Jace trying to work through a couple of black jerseys there. Sends it in. Back out to the neutral zone. Thunder get a hold of it. Back into Oiler territory. Jax gets the takeaway. Sends it up to Garrett. Garrett up to Jace. Jace with a nice little move there. Got knocked loose though. Garrett picks it up. Thunder come away with that loose puck in the corner. Loses it to Finn. Finn finds Deegan. Deegan skating it in as Jace chains out with Blake. Back out to Caius. Caius up to Blake. Blake up to Deegan, gets knocked loose. Deegan gets the loose puck and the goalie covers up the shot. Owen on the draw. He might be 100% today on the draw. He's good at that. All right, up to Deegan. Deegan getting crushed into the boards by a couple Thunder players. Owen comes in to help. Thunder going to come away with that. Not for long, though. Thunder send it up to Jax. Jax sends it back down to Blake. Blake trying to work through the Thunder, but he's able to. He gets knocked loose to that far side, back out to Coop. Coop sends it back down to the corner, sent back around to this side. And the Thunder are going to work that out. Cooper loses that one on the wall. Jax now on the defense, and a big save from Brayton as Coop able to pick that one up after the big save. He's going to skate it all the way up as Brendan and Brady come out. And now Stanton. So you got Stanton, Brady, and Brendan out front. Caius and Finn back on defense. Brady on the draw. Brendan able to pick that one up. Working it through traffic, gets it up to Brady. Brady turning back, sends it back to Caius. Thunder pick that puck up. Chip it down into the Oiler corner. So Finn's going to pick it up. He's got Brendan on this side. He sends it up to Brendan. Brendan finds Stanton in the middle of the ice. Stanton trying to work through that one. Thunder send it back the other direction, but Finn's in good position. And Finn sends that one just past the Oiler blue line there. I mean the Thunder blue line. And Jax picks that one off. Brendan sends it up to Stanton. Stanton gets up and dumps it. Going for a change as Garrett, Luca, and Jace come out. Jace picks off the Thunder pass. Shots wide left. Luca's going to pick it up in the corner. Sends it over to Garrett. Thunder now with the puck. The shot saved by Brayton. Back out to the neutral zone. Jack's battling for it. Luca comes in, chips it into neutral ice. 4:30 here in the second. 1-1 game. Cooper gets it up to Garrett. Garrett trying to feed it up to Luca. What a move by Luca to reel that one in. And he finds Jace on this side, and Jace buries it on that left side. And that goal comes at 4:08. It's a 2-1 Oiler lead as Grayson swaps out with Brayton there in net. We've got Owen, Deegan, and Blake up front. Caius and Finn back on defense. Owen on the draw. Gets sent back to the Thunder. Finn picks off that pass. He skates it in. Caius working there in the corner. Up to Deegan. Deegan over to Owen. Owen trying to poke it up. He gets it up to Blake. Blake tries to get it over to Owen. Thunder send around on this side. Thunder all the way back down. Shot. Knocked down and covered up by Grayson. 3:14 here in the second. Got Brady, Brendan, and Stanton coming out, along with Cooper and Jax. Brady on the draw. Cooper finds Brendan on this side. Brendan, Cooper, up to Jax, up to Brendan. Brady dumps it down behind the Thunder goalie. Thunder sending it all the way back around. Jax gets there, feeling a little bit of pressure. He turns back the other direction. He's got Brendan right here. So that pass ricocheted off of Cooper's skates. Brady over to Stanton. Stanton able to poke it up to Brendan as Brendan races after it. Thunder get there. Jax the Coop. Coop pass off the skates of the Thunder, unfortunately offsides. We got Luca, Jace, and Garrett coming out now. Finn and Caius on defense. Luca's going to take this draw. Garrett sends it back to Caius. Caius back up to Garrett. Garrett back to Caius. Over to Finn. And that puck just ricocheted over to Garrett. Garrett sends it down to Luca. Luca looking for Jace streaking up the slot there. Thunder get a hold of it, send it back the other direction. Good communication there from Caius. Hear him calling Finn off that whole time. Finn gets a hold of that, sends that to neutral zone. Garrett gets a hold of it, chips it up to Luca. Luca's got Jace on this side. Jace back to Luca, and Luca buries it. 1:09 here in the second. That makes it a 3-1 game. Owen, Deegan, and Blake out with Cooper and Jax. Back to Cooper. Cooper finds Owen in the middle of the ice. Owen trying to slip through. Thunder get that puck. Sends it all the way back down, and that'll be icing. Oh, and over to Blake. Blake with the one-timer attempt got broken up by the Thunder. Owen chips it back down to Blake. Blake slides it over looking for Deegan. Too much traffic in front of the net, though. Deegan battling along the boards. Thunder going to come away with that one. Slips past Jax, but Coop's there to pick that puck up. Sends it over to Blake in the corner. Blake sends it back over to Coop. Coop slipping up as time expires. So at the end of 2, 3-1 Oilers. Start of the third. Brady, Stanton, and Brendan out front. Caius and Finn back on defense. Brady sends it over to Brendan. Brendan drops it off for Finn. Finn back up to Brendan. Thunder send it back to Finn. Oh, Finn Thunder pick it up, send it across the slot into the near corner. Back down behind the net where Finn will pick it up, sends it up to Brady. Brady can't break through the Thunder line as they re-enter the zone. The shot into the corner. Brendan chips that one all the way down, and Brady's going to race after it. And Brendan's able to get a piece of that one. Thunder get it back, though. Jackson Cooper back on defense. A wrap around Kemp. blocked out, the following blocked out, and Brady trying to work that out. Jack's able to send over to Brendan. Brendan gets Stanton. Stanton gets a stick on that one. Sends it back out to Cooper. Slides it back down to Jace as Cooper's working up the circle. The pass back up to Cooper, and he buries it at 13:35 to make it 4-1. Jace, Luca, and Garrett up front. Cooper and Jax still out on defense. Luca sends it to this near side where Garrett will send it back to Cooper. Cooper finds Jace. He finds Luca. Luca enters the Thunder zone. Loses it in the corner, but wins the race to it. Finds Jace out in front. That gets deflected out. Jace sends it back to Cooper. Cooper sends it back down. Thunder will settle that one. Send around this side. Jax, though, stepping in. Let's see. Thunder pick it up. Chip it back out to Cooper. All the way down in the Oilers zone. Cooper sends it down past the goal line and goes for a change. Finn and Caius coming out. Owen and Deegan, or Owen and Blake. There's Deegan. Nice forecheck there from Deegan, causing the turnover to Owen. Owen looking for Deegan on that pass, finds black jersey. Shot saved by Grayson. 12:06 here in the third. Then chipping that up to Blake. Blake pushes over to Owen. Owen hustling over to that side, still battling for it. Back out to Finn. Finn shoves it over to Caius. Caius gets past the red line, sends it down. Deegan picking it up. Shot goes all the way over to the other side. And nice stick there from Jax to knock that one free. Blake trying to work through a Thunder player, gets tripped up. And Thunder will ice that. $11:18 here in the third. Got Brady, Brendan. Oh, Brendan picks off that pass, finds Brady out in front of the net. That shot was broken up. Cooper's shot from up top, knocked down. Brendan with a follow-up, stepped out of there. Back out to Jax. Jax chips it up to Brady. Gets deflected to the wall and knocked out to neutral ice where Coop picks it up. Looking for, sends it over to Jax. Jax up to Brendan. Brendan slipping past one. Sends over to Coop. Coop looking for Stanton on that pass, but deflected by the Thunder. Gets sent all the way down, and that'll be icing. 10:33 here in the third. They got Luca, Jace, and Garrett coming out, along with Finn and Caius. Jay sends it back to Caius. Excuse me. Back to Finn, to Jace. Jace turning it down to Garrett. Luka comes in, picks it up, gets knocked off the puck though. Thunder going to work it up this side. Caius trying to slow up progress there. It's knocked over to Jace, to Luka, to Finn. Back to Luka, and then knocked back to the Thunder as Blake comes out. And he teams up with Finn there for a little bit of defense. Knocks it up the boards, gets it to Owen. Owen knocks it up to the neutral ice, and sticking with that puck, he slips by the defense. Oh, gets knocked down. Deegan sends it back to Coop. That slips into neutral ice. Coop looking for Blake on that one. Blake will enter the zone. He gets it up to the circle. His shot gets deflected. Sent back up to the Thunder. Will settle that one down. And the Thunder offsides. 8:47 here in the third. Owen sends it to this wall here. Cooper picks it up. Finds Blake. Blake trying to work it up. Owen comes in to help. Gets it, working it all the way down to the Thunder zone. Back to Blake. Back out to Jax. Slips by Jax. Cooper's all alone. Nice effort there from Cooper. And Jax comes in, able to at least send it to the corner. Center and pass picked up by Deegan. And Deegan sends that one and should go for a change. Nope. Yep, goes for a change. As Brady, Brendan, and Stanton come out. Finn and Caius on defense. Finn now skating up the middle of the ice. Who's slipping by a couple, gets wrapped up with the Thunder player. And Brady sends it back up. Ooh, that slips past Finn. Finn might have got away with a little hook early in that. Nice save there by Grayson. Brady chipping that to neutral ice. Brendan trying to get it over to Stanton. Thunder able to come away with that one there, putting pressure back on Grayson. Shot from the top of the circle high. Brendan trying to clear that one. Thunder send it back down to Grayson. Misses wide left. Oh, we're going to have a penalty there for some head contact by Cooper. Or body contact. That's the first penalty of the game here at 7:07. Put us on the penalty kill. Got Brendan and Stanton, our forwards. Well, nope. All right, Brendan's going to leave the ice. Brady and Stanton are the forwards. Jax and Finn will be the defense. Jax sends it over to Finn. Crazy bounce there. Flares to the neutral zone, but Thunder bring it back in. Center and pass out in front. Jack's able to break up that and sends it all the way down to the Thunder goalie, who gets it covered up. 1:02 left on this PK. Jace and Luca out front. Jace going to take the face off. Back out to Jax. Jax sends it back up to the corner. Thunder now working it up the slot. Shot punched up and over the net by Grayson, and Jax able to pick it up. Working up that near side, twisting and turning, getting his way all the way down to the Thunder zone before the Thunder pick it up, send it back to neutral ice. $20 seconds left on this penalty kill. Oh, Luca able to pick up that loose puck, sends it over to Garrett. Garrett's got some room. He's got one big one closing on him, and it just gets tackled. And we're going to have penalty shot. All right, here's Garrett on the penalty shot. And it goes off the bar. All right, 3 seconds left on the PK. Blake Owen and Deegan are out there. Jax is the lone defenseman, expecting Cooper to come out quick on this one. Deegan battling. Coop sends it up to Blake. Blake trying to work that one out. Thunder get it. Working up the slot. Nice stick there from Jax. Shot all the way from the blue line. Bouncing shot finds the back of the net. And that'll bring Stanton, Brendan, and Brady out. Brady on the draw. 5-11 here in the third. 4-2 Oiler lead. Brendan sends it to the corner where Brady will continue to battle for it. Stanton steps in, sends it back up the wall. Thunder settle it down. Send it to the neutral zone. Pass is deflected to the far side. Jack sends it out to neutral ice. Thunders bring it back in. Shot goes high. Brendan will get a hold of that. Looking for Stanton there crossing the blue line. Stanton swaps out. We got Jace, Garrett, and Luca coming out now. Finn and Caius on defense. Shot deflected, picked up by Finn, sent up to Garrett. Garrett works past the red line, sends it down. Jace battling for it there in the circle, finds Luca, and Luca is able to bury it there at 3:30 to make it 5-2. Got Owen, Deegan, and Blake coming out now. That puck goes all the way back to the Thunder zone. Finn's able to keep that one in. He's trying to slip through some Thunder player there. Thunder bring it back to the Oilers zone. Blake sends it back out to neutral ice. Pass picked off by Finn. Finn skates it up to the circle, weaving through people, and then he buries the shot at 2:55 to make it 6-2. Stanton, Brady, and Brendan up front. Jackson, Cooper back on defense. Jack sends it over to Cooper. Cooper back to Jax. Jax looking for Brady. Brady's going to skate that one past the blue line and dumps it back behind the goalie. Thunder work it out to neutral ice. Cooper able to send that one back where it came from. Thunder send it back down to Jax. Jax up to Brendan. Brendan up to Brady. Brady chipping it past one defenseman. Over to Brendan. Brendan with the one-timer gets deflected into the corner. Stanton sends it down to Caius. Caius back up to Stanton. Stanton trying to squeak by. He gets it over to Finn. Back down to Brady. Brendan able to pick that one up. Brady gets tripped up. And the Thunder will work it out to the Oilers zone. And the goal from the Thunder here at 1:25. Luca, Garrett, and Jace out front. Cooper and Jax back on defense. Luke on the forecheck. Garrett trying to get that puck after the good hustle there from Luca. Garrett gets a hold of it, sends it up to Jace. Jace sends it over to Luca. Back. Jace picks up that loose puck. Sends it back to Luca, back to Jace. Goalie keeps that one out of the crease and sent back out to Coop. Sends it over to Jace and that far dot. Thunder send it back out to neutral ice. Coop knocks that one free, gets it up to Luca. Luca's got Garrett headed up with him. Garrett, slides it over, and Luca is able to score. They're at 29 seconds. Make it 7-3. Oh, nope. They said that one was covered up, which is weird because when she pushed it out of the goal, it was clearly on all white, but that's all right. Owen on the draw. He's got Blake to his left, Deegan to his right, Finn and Caius back on defense. Over to Caius. Caius sends it up to Blake. Blake trying to get the shot off, gets knocked down, and Deegan comes in trying to battle for that puck. Thunder working it up. Up from the top of the slot. And that shot goes bar down for the Thunder to make it 6-4 with 5 seconds left. See you later, bud. Owen on the draw. And that's the end of this one. 6-4 Oilers. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next weekend.